Third graders, today we are going to be creating a landscape using the website Google Drawings. So the first thing that you need to do is click on Google Chrome, open up a new tab, and type in the top Google Drawings. You need to select the first link here. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to title it something. My name, Mrs. Calvert, Landscape, and I'm ready to start working. This checkerboard area is a blank paper. On the blank paper, I'm going to start with the background. So two-finger click, select background, and you can make your background any color that you would like. An easy tip to make this look a little bit more interesting is to use the gradient tool. This will give multiple values to your background to make it look a little bit more realistic. I'm going to stick with light blue because that will look more like a sky. Now you need to make 3 areas of ground. We learned that landscapes have foreground, middle ground, and background. So using the Shapes tool up here, I'm going to use a rectangle to make the foreground. Making a big rectangle right across the bottom, I can click and drag the corners to make that rectangle fill the bottom space. Now to change the color of that rectangle, go up to the Paint Bucket tool. Choose a color that would be appropriate for the ground. I think I'm going to go with a dark green. We talked about how things that are in the foreground are oftentimes going to be darker or have higher contrast, so I'm going to use my darkest color there. I would also like to get rid of the border color, that's the black line around the box, by clicking the border, the little pencil, and making it transparent. Now I need to make the middle ground. This is in the middle, and I want to make my own shape. So up here in the line tool, I'm going to go drop down arrow and choose Polyline. The Polyline tool allows you to make your own shapes, organic shapes. These are not shapes with names like circle or rectangle. The Polyline tool can be tricky, so watch carefully. Starting on the left, I'm going to click and then draw across my page. Click, draw, click, draw, click, draw, click, draw. I have a line, but it needs to be a shape. So I'm going to go around the perimeter of the page, down to the other corner, and have it end where it started to make a shape. It went right in front, which is okay. Go up to the top where it says Arrange, click Order, and send it to the back. That makes it go behind the foreground. I need to change the color, so go to Paint Bucket, making it a medium color, and get rid of the border. Last is the background. These are shapes that are far, far away in the distance. Again, I'm going to use my Polyline tool. Click on the left, click Draw, click Draw, click Draw, all the way across, around the perimeter, and back where it started. It's in front, but that's okay. I can go to Arrange, Order, Send to Back. Change the color to my lightest green and get rid of the border. I now have 3 areas of ground: foreground, middle ground, background. But there needs to be some details in each of those. Things like a tent, trees, clouds. So you're going to use tools in the Shape function and the Polyline function to make those details. If I was going to make a tent is a simple triangle. I can easily make that using that triangle tool on my page. I can change the color of the tent. I can get rid of the border color. But a triangle doesn't really look like a tent yet. Adding extra details to that will make it look even more realistic, like maybe a little opening for the tent. Another triangle tool, or another triangle. Change the color to make it different, get rid of the border. That's looking more like a tent. If I want to draw the tent flap, I could use the Polyline tool. I know how to use that. I would like to have 2 tent flaps though. So I'm going to click on that shape using the select arrow. I'm going to do a 2-finger click on it and hit copy, and a 2-finger click and hit paste, and I've got 2 tent flaps. Drag it to turn it around. And now I have a tent. Let's say I want to put some trees in the middle ground. An evergreen tree also is like a triangle. So in the Shapes tool, I'm going to click a triangle and I'm going to build over to the left here. Drawing a triangle, changing the color. These are all things that I know how to do. If I drag that over, it looks kind of like a tree, but I could add some details to this tree. Maybe like some tree trunk. A tree trunk would be like a rectangle. Now if I want to have more than one tree, I'm going to click on that triangle, hold down the shift key, click on that rectangle, and then a double click. By holding down the shift key, I can select both of those shapes at once to copy them and paste. Drag it over and I've got 2 trees. I could paste again and make it smaller so that I have 3 trees. I could change the color to add some variety. The more details you add, the cooler your landscape is going to look. Last thing, I need something in the sky. Maybe like some clouds, maybe a sun. The last tool I want to show you today is the Curve tool. The Curve tool is similar to the Polyline tool, but instead of it being sharp edged, it's going to be curved. So every time I click, it will make a curved line. This could be great for something like clouds. Again, if I want more than one, hit the select arrow, 2-finger click copy, 2-finger click paste. A sun would be easily made with a circle. I could make it look realistic by using that gradient tool. I could have it be behind the clouds by using the Arrange tool. So use those tools that you know how, like the Shape tool, the Arrange tool, the Polyline tool, to make a landscape. I can't wait to see what you create. The last thing you need to do is to share it with me. So you're going to go up here to the share and you're going to type in my name and click done. Good luck, 3rd grade, and have fun.